And we're back.
We are back.
Yeah, we are.
So we have a full-blown Jund deck versus a almost Jund deck.
Yes, we've got Jund versus two-thirds Jund. I'm pretty interested to see what Mark Lars is bringing to the table here. He told me he was playing 5 strip lines. Oh, here we go. He needs to set up... setting up a slaughter horn here to watch over the game.
Yeah. Is he playing Slaughterhorn?
No.
I thought the only card with that ability that's playable is the Gore Clan Rampager.
Yeah, I mean, even that one is just like borderline playable.
Borderline.
He was looking for a Maelstrom Pulse before the tournament, and I tried to convince him to play the Slaughter Horn that was on the table instead.
It certainly would have been a cheaper alternative, as Slaughterhorn is probably less than a nickel.
Oh yeah, no, it was literally just draft droppings on a table.
Okay, absolutely free then.
Yeah, absolutely free.
Compared to the what's a Maelstrom Pulse worth? $20?
Hopefully not that much anymore,
These
but
days?
you never know. You never know.
That's the one. That's one that's probably on the
decline.
on the list. They probably have a short list to get reprinted. I don't know.
Well, it got reprinted already in the first Modern Masters.
Yeah, we know that that's not enough.
Yeah, it's due for a reprint. But that's something they could very easily reprint in Standard, so I would rather that happen than...
Wow. Are you advocating for a Maelstrom Pulse reprint in Standard?
Yeah, 100%.
New art, old art?
I prefer the original, but you could convince me that the new art has its merits. It was also a GP promo, I believe. Mantis Mind is now following. Welcome, Mantis Mind.
Oh man, is he a rider of the Mantis?
No,
well?
He's just a Mantis Mind.
Just kills his husband after mating. Beautiful.
Yeah, could be a he, could be a she. We don't know.
It's the circle of life.
Marklar pile shuffling.
Going back, this is an illegal pile shuffle.
Yeah, this is completely illegal.
He's already pile shuffled before the match.
Yeah, you get 1 per game, right?
Yep.
This is the second for this game.
Correct. So we'll chastise him later.
Yeah, thoroughly.
Feel free to chastise him if you see him in public.
Yeah.
You can call his place of work at... No, do not ever call somebody's place of work. That's inappropriate.
Unless they want you to.
Well, unless you have business to do with them, but like... Not to chastise them about their inappropriate shuffling. Alright.
Alright, he's keeping. Luckily for
6.
him. Scry at the bottom. Raging Ravine Pass. Thought Seize.
Thoughts are being seized. Alright.
Well, this seems like an easy choice.
You just take the 1 creature, right?
Yeah.
See, I figured playing a green-black deck, though, his deck would be chock full of removal and not so chock full of creatures, so you would just take whatever piece of removal can kill the creatures that you have.
Totally dependent on your hand. But he has so much redundancy in the removal. So taking the Abrupt Decay signals that he probably has a Liliana of the Veil in hand.
Okay.
Which is very good for him.
Yep.
Very bad for Robert.
So Robert probably going to slow roll this ooze until he can get an activation out of it. When
there's the Maelstrom Pulse.
Old art.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of the original.
I was just thinking that they would create entirely new art.
Why?
I think they're more prone to create new art. Can you name what's the last card they put in standard that they use the old art on?
I don't know, man.
I'm just saying. If they're gonna put a card in standard, they're probably gonna put entirely new art on it.
Okay. Well, happy for you. Untapping now. It looks like we're going to see that Lily hit the table. Oh, that's an E-Witness. That's spicy.
I like that. I'm into that.
So you know most of his hand here. There it is.
Marklar keeps a high level of banter at the table, and I wonder if that slows down or interrupts his play.
Marklar keeps a high level of banter in his general vicinity at all times.
Yeah. He's got to be a fun one to work with. I never completed a large-scale project with him, but I imagine it would be a good time.
Have you completed any small-scale projects with him?
We've done things like, hey, let's split up the cost of this pizza. And like, I consider those to be small. You're working with somebody to resolve a problem.
Oh. I once drove him to some place and it was miserable.
Are you serious?
Yeah. And it wasn't even like to another city. It was literally from J. Cal's to a restaurant. It was like 15 minutes.
Oh, that's funny. It was miserable. So Mark's going to get all the value out of this Liliana, unless Robert can...
Minus on Lily's a little strange here, honestly. It puts it into bolt range and Colgan's command range.
Well, here's what I would do.
Which could be very real.
I would have Eternal Witnessed the Thoughtseize back. Protecting Liliana one additional turn. I suppose you could just wait and Eternal Witness the Liliana itself back, but...
Yeah, I mean, it's very possible that he didn't have a card that he wanted to discard, and that played a large role here. We know about the E-Witness, we know about the Maelstrom Pulse, we now know that one of the cards was an Overgrown Tomb, and the last card was X.
Well, the other thing is that, so the line I suggested, it gets the Eternal Witness out of your hand, and that way, you don't want to sit around with a huge hand with Liliana plussing it.
Oh, I agree.
So whatever maneuvering you can do to get the hand a little lighter on cards, I think is better.
Definitely agree with you there.
Feels good.
Mark Larson just said he kind of doesn't want to plus Lily. That is false. You always want to plus Lily. There's always a worse card in your hand.
Yeah, you just have to determine which one that is.
Fatal Push was probably not it. I would have discarded the Maelstrom Pulse.
Yeah, see, now he's got Robert down to one card in hand. 2 cards after the draw step, and unless he's going to start committing stuff to the board, I just...
Plus it up.
Yeah, you just... I guess Mark was thinking that, the Maelstrom Pulse, if he can keep it around, that can take care of nearly any threat. Short of,
I agree.
A Thrun.
Yeah, I definitely agree on that front. But so can Lily.
I'm not fronting.
I'm not saying you're fronting. What a weird turn.
I would have played the Ghost Quarter and discarded the Hissing Quagmire to Liliana.
Or even discarded the Ghost Quarter to Liliana. Who cares at that point?
Well, you want the Ghost Quarter to handle a Raging Ravine.
I agree. But apparently he plays 4 of them, so...
That's a creature you can't handle with Liliana.
And he just drew another one. Discard the Ghost Quarter.
Alright, so here's a Terminate coming down on the Hissing Quagmire, which is the wrong choice.
It's not a great choice, but...
Like, if my opponent's going to tie up their mana every turn to attack me, I'm very happy about that.
Correct. However, I don't know what Robert's removal suite looks like. It's entirely possible that it's heavily laden with Abrupt Decays, which cannot deal with the Hissing Quagmire.
Yeah, they target non-land cards. Alright, Robert's going to search up all lands. So we have a Ghost Quarter trigger and a Wooded Foothills activation being resolved simultaneously.
So Mark with 3 lands, a Liliana, an Eternal Witness, and a Maelstrom Pulse in hand. An easy discard there, drawing a multiple of Liliana.
Yep.
Maybe not so easy.
Bolts the Witness in response to Liliana Plus. Mark's going to lose his Burden Catacombs. But as John Finkel once told me, if you can ultimate no Planeswalker, you ought to.
You ought to. So separating Robert's lands into 2 piles here is actually pretty good. You get to blow up 3 or 4 permanents here.
Okay,
Just
so you use
plus it.
Colgan's command like a...
He's very interested in keeping this
Somewhat-
Maelstrom Pulse around for no reason.
somewhat like a Vendilion click here that he made him discard a card on the draw step, which it pseudo acts like a time walk. I'm not a huge fan of that being the way Magic works, to be completely honest with you.
Okay.
I don't think there should be a spot there
Oh.
to do things. I think you should draw your card and then immediately gain priority in your main phase.
Oh man, why are we bobbing without plussing first? Come on. If that was a removal spell, you're in terrible position.
Alright. So now Mark has to feel comfortable plussing this Liliana.
Plus it. Plus it. Get rid of the Maelstrom Pulse.
The Abrupt Decay is what went down there. And now Mark's going to help him out. Or Robert's going to help him out by getting rid of that Maelstrom Pulse for him.
Definitely plus the Lily.
Plus the Liliana, discarding the Inquisition. Can we talk about pet peeves for a minute?
No.
Alright. So Mark's probably going to win this on the next couple turns here. As this is a... Ooh,
Oh,
here is
there's
a
a Hunt
Hunt
Master.
Master of the Fells. This is going to put Robert into play.
So now... Alright, so now you can alt Lily.
Separate lands. and
Separate lands and creatures.
You might even put like the lands that can produce red with the creatures.
Yeah, you can do that. So you can alt here because you have another Lily in hand.
Oh, yeah?
And if he decides to keep... You could even split up the creatures. So put all the red lands with the wolf and the non-red lands with the huntmaster.
Okay.
To get rid of the red lands and the wolf. And then play the other Lily and then make him sack.
So he's gonna... The piles marks announced are creatures and lands.
Yeah, this is aggressive. That's probably right.
Oh, man, Robert puts all his lands in no pile. Cause now we don't know what's tapped or untapped, so... We've really...
Well, he doesn't have any effects here anyway.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, he wisely sacrifices the creatures.
Alright, so Robert's at 4. He's got 1 draw step to hit this. Alright.
Does not hit it.
Game 2. So, Mark really, he wasn't as aggressive with Liliana there as you'd expect somebody to be.
Yeah, well, he doesn't play a lot of Liliana.
And
I think he just needs to be educated. He needs to be educated.
That's okay. Sometimes you just don't know. If you don't know, then you'll know.
He either needs to be educated or to be punished. One of the two. Both of those are educational processes.
I'm not sure which you'll enjoy more, but...
I don't know, man. I don't know. It's not about enjoyment. It's about learning here.
So, notably, there were no Jund decks in the top 8 of the Classic from last weekend.
Not really notable. It's really fallen off. It's not a good metagame choice right now.
And there was only one Death Shadow deck, and it was the 5-color variant.
Was it 5-color or was it 4-color?
It's listed as 5-color here. So we're playing, oh, good word.
Oh, my God.
This deck is aggressive. It's got Goblin Guides, Monastery Swiftspears, Tarmogoyfs, and Wild Nacatls in it. It's playing the card Might of Alara.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
And the card Tribal Flames.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. This deck is going after it.
That's the old school Death Shadow deck.
Is it? We're going way back?
Yeah, this is the Death Shadow deck that existed when Infect was the best deck in the format.
Okay. I know that some Tribal Flames decks existed, like, back when Modern was a format while they were still doing just PTQs.
Oh, yeah, back when you could play Bloodbraid Elf and Deathrite Shaman in your Jund deck.
Yeah.
I remember those times fondly.
Those Jund decks were stupid. Also, you could play an infinite combo, or nearly infinite combo deck that just... You literally had to have a pulse and a brain to win with that deck.
You're talking about Twin?
I'm talking about eggs.
Oh, eggs is... I mean, you need to practice with eggs, but yeah.
Deck was degenerate. Not good for the format. Was banned very promptly after that one season where it was just dominant.
Yes, I agree. Ben says that someone should play a Soul Ring. Ben, I don't think people should play Soul Rings even Commander. But yes, it is a very good Commander.
Are you a fan of banning Soul Ring in Commander?
Yeah, it's just... It's very silly.
I can't recall a Soul Ring being cast in our group.
I mean, everybody's playing them. But the thing is...
I have one in my deck.
As soon as somebody plays it on, like a turn 1 Soul Ring, like, your odds of winning go through the roof.
Concur.
It's silly like that. And there's not really a cost to playing it, and et cetera, et cetera. But you know what? It's Commander. You can have fun.
Yeah, I mean, I think about it this way. I think every format has its sacred cow, like its reason to play the format.
Yeah.
Commander is Soul Ring. Legacy is Brainstorm. Modern, I think it's Fetch Shock is Modern's like Sacred Cow. Like it's the thing that like if it didn't exist, the format would be better. But people play Modern because it does exist, and you can pretty much build whatever deck, whatever combination of cards you can think of, the mana's available for.
I would agree with that.
Wow, I am just on fire with John Douglas agreeing with me today.
I mean, you're picking the low-hanging fruit, man. Bring some commentary. Bring some social commentary in here. Bring some controversy. Let's go. Step it up.
You want to bring some controversy?
Yeah, bring some controversy.
All right.
Here's some controversy. Turn 1, Fetch Shock, Sacred Cow.
Yeah, it's the thing that, like, if it would be better if it didn't exist, but it exists because people like it. It's like eating meat. Like, it'd be better if we didn't do it, but it still exists because people like doing it.
I don't know that it'd be better if we didn't do it.
All right.
Turn 1. Return 2 Bob, sorry. Man, not having an answer for this Bob is very bad.
Concur.
Mark better hope he's got a push.
Yeah, maybe he's just gonna like swamp push.
We need something, that's for sure.
What is he doing? Now I can't tell what's in play and what's in his hand.
The 2 tapped lands are in play. Everything else is in hand. Taking the kitchen finks.
That's a move.
There's the push. Thank the heavens. Mark still has a chance in this game. Land number 3 untapped. Wow.
Now, as far as the sideboarding is concerned here, do you keep Liliana in?
Yeah, Liliana's strong. Liliana's a path to victory here. So, like, her ult isn't, like, super flashy.
Leading up to that ult is A1.
Well, the ult is actually very powerful. Being able to blow up, like, 3 or 4 permanents is a huge, huge deal when absolutely everything matters here.
Sure.
Robert is a seasoned Lily vet, so he's going to know exactly what he's doing here.
Alright, let's see how he handles it. He's chosen to plus.
Always plus. So if you're combating Lily here, you want to be able to play a creature next turn. Is very important.
So I don't think... Okay, it's a Tireless Tracker down.
Strong. So this is a creature that's immediately threatening Lily. It's going to force the Edict. There you go. Oh man, he had the removal spell. He's going to discard, play a Huntmaster.
Mark is land light here, and that's just not good.
Not good at all. A land there would have been very strong for Mark.
Concur. A land in the last 4 turns would have been very strong for Mark.
Yes. So he has flipped the Huntmaster, which is not great, but here we are.
Yeah, I don't think Larson's going to survive much longer.
I hope he didn't let it flip in hopes of fatal pushing the Huntmaster.
Robert's bending his cards for...
Look, man, they're his cards. He can do whatever he wants.
Absolutely. Here comes 6.
Oh, doesn't work. Awkward. So Mark Larson has wasted a fatal push.
So the rule there is that you get the converted mana cost that's on the other side of the damn card.
The other side of the damn card? I thought this was a PG show. Come on, man.
Well,
let's keep it light. Let's keep it light.
I once saw a river blockade made entirely of Huntmasters themselves.
I see. It's an expensive dam.
The beavers were pleased with themselves.
No doubt. E-Witness, get back up Rupture K is actually a big deal here. Very good. But man, this is probably too little too late.
Yeah, Robert's going to go to a million life. Oh man, here's...
And that'll do it.
Not enough. Yeah, so Mark just got a land light there. I feel like he could have battled through that, given a fourth land, or if he gets to 4 lands, 100% he gets to battle through, but...
He only really needs a 3.
No. There we are. We're going to go to a game 3. Mark's going to be on the play, which is a huge advantage. I feel like getting your Liliana down first is awesome, because if I play my Liliana and you respond with Liliana, you're not... That's not directly pressuring me to lose mine. So
Correct.
I get the first opportunity to then pressure yours.
Correct. If it comes to a game of Lilianas, that's absolutely correct. More often than not, this is going to come down to like a Bob sticking around for a couple turns, or Robert getting a couple 2-for-1s off of like Colgan's commands or stuff like that.
Sure.
Like, this is definitely a matchup of inches, not of miles.
Right. Yeah, if you can get like a half a card, you're
Yeah.
very happy about life.
Yeah. Mark not happy with himself about not knowing that rules change. Yes, Mark Larson has grown quite the beard.
Yeah, man, it's
Oh, the pile shuffling. He's not even counting. He's not even counting.
yeah, this is why this doesn't exist anymore. This waiting right here.
This is ridiculous. Mark Lahr, Robert Meadows, you're wasting my time. Robert Meadows is counting. That's fine.
Here's the thing.
Listen, hold on. Before you say Mark or Jake Valentine, do not let Mark Larson pile shuffle again.
Yeah, call him out. Tell him it's against the floor rules. More rules changes in Mark Larson's world.
Yeah, we need to give Mark Lahr a rules book, or just a rule book.
I'm surprised they don't print those. I feel like you could bind one like every year. Like, here's the 19.
Nobody would ever buy it.
No. You don't buy it. You give it away.
That's just a waste of paper. Like, you're killing trees for nothing. No one would ever read it. It's all available online. It's 2017. What do you think this is?
All right, so we just push a PDF to everybody's phone. Can you orchestrate that for me?
You can download it.
I want to push it. I want it to just exist on people's phone.
No.
With your DCI number, you give them your phone number, and I want you to push it to everybody's phone.
You could make it happen, but they would have to, like, download an app or something.
Okay. Alright, absolutely zero pile shuffle here. Do not allow it to happen.
Don't let it happen, Jake. Don't let it happen. I'm relying on you. Just stand over him. He's going to do it. He's going to try.
No, he's got a nice light overhand here.
That's what you want, is a nice light overhand.
So I'm not like... I'm over being jealous of tall guys for being tall. It's the hands now. Like, I want to be able to get more things done with my hands.
I'm a tall guy who doesn't have big hands, and my hands hurt after shuffling like 100 cards double sleeved for a while.
Yeah.
There's physical pain involved. No pile shuffle. Proud of Marklar.
Discipline. That's a good disciplined approach to the game.
6 cards for Mark. Looks like it's probably a keeper. I see multiple lands. He is playing E-Witness, which, although pretty good in the collected company decks, seems a little bit expensive here.
He doesn't have any collected companies, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Turn 1 Inquisition. This is important.
Oh, wow.
So this looks good, but it could very well not turn out as well as Robert wants it to, because of the lack of diversity in his hand. So, yeah, you can take a Bob here, and I believe he's got a Fatal Push for the second Bob, and the timing works out that his Lily's going to line up with his third Bob.
Yeah, man, he's got more Bobs than a rerun of Office Space on TBS.
It was a bit of a stretch there, Taylor.
Well, I was thinking of this scene where the Bobs come.
I 100% know exactly what you're talking about.
Oh.
Missed his end of turn there. I guess he's content to Lily minus the first one.
Okay. So the one thing I do have to compliment these guys on is they are playing quick.
Yes, fast and furious. Rest in peace, Paul Walker.
It's a bit of a stretch there, but okay.
I don't think that's a stretch.
No, I don't think mine was either.
Yours is definitely a stretch.
No, it's literally the only movie reference to Bob's.
Disagree.
Come up with it. What's the other one? Snap it off.
More Bobs than the original Stepford Wives.
That is way worse than mine.
No, that's way better. That's deep. We're going to see a Fatal Push here. In all likelihood. Marklar giving it a good long think, though.
Yeah, if he Fatal Pushes here, pluses a Liliana, he's going to be a mile ahead.
He's got another Lily in hand. So I can't imagine not plussing the Lily, which he is tormented over in the past.
Is it a Traverse Evil? I think it doesn't even matter. I think, like...
What the heck?
So confused.
Oh, boy. Alright, so the downside of this is that I guess he wants to keep the Fatal Push up for the Raging Ravine, which is fine. I don't know what else he has in hand. He has an E-Witness there. I mean, if you're all in on this...
I'm all in on making Liliana just happen. Here's a Maelstrom Pulse. So any land draw is live for Robert to kill Liliana now.
And there it is. Yeah, this is a big deal here. Very peculiar.
So behind on land, equal on cards in hand before the draw step.
Equal on board.
Equal on board.
He's got a
behind. He's behind on board. In my.
Well, yeah. Okay, so he's behind on board because Robert has an active Raging Ravine. Jake suggested the movie What About Bob? But that's only got one Bob in it. So.
Yeah, we need a movie with multiple Bobs. And in mine works because he had 3 Bobs, and there's 2 Bobs in my reference.
That's true. There were slightly more Bobs.
The one specifically. One more bob.
Goy 4 is here.
This shuts down an attack from Robert's.
Ooh, the fourth
Raging
bob.
Ravine.
Man, this fatal push.
Oh, we gotta push that bob. See,
You can't let this bob live. Or abrupt king and only attack. Okay, all right.
all right. So, tireless tracker getting a clue here. So this is
This is a way to build a little bit of incremental advantage. It's not as good as a bob, but
it's
can get you
something.
there long term. Robert does need to answer this, especially given the state of the board right now.
But it gave Robert kind of an opening there for one turn where he could have gotten in. He could have. They just don't really get to get in, but
I mean, he was a removal spell away from getting in.
yeah.
But-
Oh, he has the not the Ghost Quarter, the Tectonic Edge.
Well, the Tectonic Edge, you have to pay 1 and tap it.
Okay.
So it wouldn't have done it. So the Ravnica Bobs are nice, bit of his nostalgia, but the Skrillex Bob art is just much better.
I think I have Ravnica Bobs.
Yeah, they're pretty cool.
Yeah.
You can't go wrong with the good Bob. That's what I always say. Marklar setting himself up for the Maelstrom Pulse blowout.
So was behind on lands there. Oh gosh.
There's a lot of beef on this board.
It's a beefy board. He was behind on lands, but it's really working his advantage here. It means he's drawn more cards, more spells.
Correct.
And he's going to continue with this.
Yeah, he just wants to keep drawing lands and playing lands here.
Yeah.
Get this Tireless Tracker to the point where it can kill a Goyf, and then you're in prime position.
Yeah. Yeah, because if you can earn a double block and then like push one of them down,
Yeah.
that's a big deal.
You definitely need to play land here, though. You've got a Witness in hand. You should be getting a land back. But you're not. I think he's even got a fetch land in there.
Oh, do you
No,
like,
he doesn't.
Do you
Sorry.
like that play of e-witnessing just for land there?
Yes, you need to keep those lands rolling, because every land is also like 0.4 cards.
Okay, is that the math we've done on it?
On
The
a clue,
first clue's worth a half a card?
it's 0.4. It's a little less than half.
Oh, I thought subsequent clues were worth even less.
They are. Heroes
Downfall.
That's what he was. That's what he's playing over the Maelstrom Pulse that he couldn't find, by the way.
Oh, really?
Yes.
That's insane. Because it was like it's strictly superior in this situation.
Yeah, it's great here. But yeah, if you can keep these clues flowing, you're in great shape. There we go. I would be very interested in not letting a turn go by that I didn't pop a clue.
Yeah, I don't know if Robert brought in a. Oh, he has it in his hand.
What's that?
A damnation.
Oh, damn. Oh, why are we not attacking here?
Well, so this damnation is like a big deal right now.
Oh, it's a huge deal.
No, just attack with the. I don't understand why I didn't just. You get it with the Goyf just to see what's up.
Yeah, you can just bounce them. It's whatever. In most cases, I agree with you. In this case, not so much.
Okay.
Notably, Decay will not hit this Raging Ravine.
Did we use the push already?
Unsure.
He was sandbagging a push there for a while. So Tectonic Edge is going to have to do some heavy lifting here, keeping this Raging Ravine at bay.
It's not even that heavy. You can just pop it at any time. I wouldn't prioritize blowing it up over popping a clue, but any point after that, fair game.
Yep.
Alright, well, Traverse has just got to go then.
Alright. So...
Oh, that's strong.
Yeah, that's a good line.
Heads up play. Decay is still gone. Maybe you drew a push. Nope, drew another Decay.
So Traverse in the second main phase here?
Yeah, this is a little suspect, but it's okay.
I just don't know when we are. I don't know when the Colgan's command was cast.
Colgan's command was cast in response to the Scavenging Ooze.
Okay.
So Mark's debating here between Bob, Tireless Tracker, and Kalidas there. Bob definitely the right choice.
Okay.
Tireless Tracker's almost a Bob here, but only if you draw lands constantly.
I just think Tireless Tracker is really good here because it gets out of range. You know what I mean? It gets big.
I agree that it gets big.
But Bob, I guess, is just going to find you a card eventually. Whereas
So Tireless Tracker doesn't do anything until you draw a land.
just two. Alright, so Tectonic Edge on the stack.
Terminate your guy. Okay, so a complicated stack there results in everything being dead, but also results in Robert Meadows being hellbent, and Marklar with a Bob coming down next turn.
Alright, here it comes.
Marklar just finished saying,
Don't you cast that first?
you do so many things differently that turn.
So you want to lead with your Thoughtcast there so that
Thoughtseize.
Thoughtseize.
If you cast it at all. Additionally, you want to play your land last. Draws another Bob, not punished. Maelstrom Pulse.
What a weird game. Yeah, so Mark hasn't missed yet. I think it's like 4 in a row that were just like on point.
I don't know what's what's happening here. All right, we got a Goyf.
So we got a Goyf. We have a Lily on 2. We've got this Hissing Quagmire that's going to protect Liliana. So you're a little risky there, like a removal spell keeps him. Is this
Kitchen Finks.
Kitchen Finks.
That's a strong one. Makes Liliana minus here pretty bad. Alright, let's see what we can draw off top here.
Any creature will do, any removal spell will do, anything but a discard spell.
That's a big, big creature. And that's going to do a great job of shutting off this. Oh, boy. Not so much.
It's a big...
Alright, well, here we go. The tables have turned. Robert has the active Lily.
Man.
Yeah, gotta hit the Lily here.
So Mark has some turns.
Yeah, he's got plenty of turns. Fewer.
What happened? Oh, I think we were just mocking Jake.
Oh. Alright, well. That's fair. This is a strong draw, Life from the Loam. It might be a little too late, but... Oh, wow. He drew a Scavenging Ooze.
Yeah. That's a good one.
It's going to gain him some life. If Robert doesn't have a removal spell for it, could be a game changer.
Yeah, so he can do two things here. He can grow the ooze out of range for these
3 things.
Well, you'll tell me which one I missed then.
Okay.
He grows the ooze.
Well, we've pushed,
enough,
so it's irrelevant now, but go ahead.
Big enough that he can block the Kitchen Finks.
Mm-hmm.
Keeping up mana so that he can remove the Finks with the persist trigger on the stack.
Correct.
And then the third thing?
Gain life to get out of this hole. He's at 7 life.
Oh, sure. So Mark gets 4 or 5 targets here? 5?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. Alright, Mark down to 6. He's got 1 turn. Well, he's got 2 turns. He's got the Quagmire, assuming Robert doesn't have a removal spell here.
Alright. He's gonna
blowing up a red source.
Alright.
Getting back 3 more lands. Play another Tech Edge. We've got the Bolt. And that'll do it.
Man, that was a big back and forth.
Big old back and forth. So, if you're going to be playing Life from the Loam and a lot of lands that you're going to be recurring, play a Raven's Crime, man. That's all I want. I'm not even going to make you play the full Worm Harvest. Just give me a Raven's Crime.
Alright. I mean, Raven's Crime would have been a big game there.
Raven's Crime is always a big game, my friend.
Noted. Alright, we're going to take 5 minutes off. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with some
for
Hot Modern
round
action.
3 of Hot Modern Action.
concur. What I would have done is I would have saved it for whatever creature blocked Reality Smasher,